Hey, what's going on YouTube? I'm Technical Sergeant Michael Gruetzmacher. I'm a recruiter out here in Bakersfield, California, and I wanted to take a couple minutes just to talk to you about my original job in the Air Force. So I was a 2A2X1, which is an Integrated Communication Navigation Mission Systems Technician. It's quite the mouthful. So if you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and you click the bell notification so that you can get notified with our most recent uploads. Now I joined the Air Force back in 2011 and I went to basic training in San Antonio, Texas at Lackland Air Force Base, where everyone does their basic training at. And then immediately following that, I started my job training. So first I did electronics principles, and then the next portion of my training was avionics systems technology. I did electronic principles at Keesler Air Force Base, which is in Biloxi, Mississippi. It's right near the beach, a beautiful base. I was there for 2 months. I had a great time. And then after that, I went up to North Texas, to Wichita Falls, Shepherd Air Force Base, where I did my avionics systems training. And then after that, I got to go on to my first duty station, which was Cannon Air Force Base out in New Mexico. And for those of you that don't know, it's kind of a little bit of a remote area of New Mexico, but it was actually a really cool base. I got to support a lot of really cool missions there. Cannon Air Force Base is one of 2 stateside bases that are part of Air Force Special Operations Command. So we got to travel all over the world and support some really cool stuff. So a little bit of the day-to-day in my job. We had 24-hour coverage working on aircraft. You've always got to make sure those aircraft are in tip-top shape and ready to fly. So we had a day shift, a swing shift, and a graveyard shift. Basically, I would come in on whatever shift I was on. It was pretty standard, Monday through Friday, 8-hour shifts. And I would find out, if there were any problems with any of the aircraft, if there were any malfunctions with their, their radios or their navigation systems, which is my specialty. And then I would go out to the plane and do any diagnostic testing that I needed to do. And then, if I needed to order new parts to repair a problem, I would get the new parts and then, go out there and change them and test it out, make sure it was good to fly. Very rewarding career field. I got to, make sure that these planes are flying and getting special operators out to where they need to be in the field. And, when we're on deployments, our planes were going out and dropping supplies and cargo and, moving troops and passengers around, getting them where they needed to be. They do humanitarian relief missions, in-flight refueling, all sorts of cool stuff, which doesn't happen without maintainers like me on the ground making sure they get fixed. I got to do a lot of traveling in my time in the Air Force as well. Some of the countries I went to include Romania, Germany, England, Greece, Portugal, Bermuda, Kyrgyzstan, Afghanistan, and there's probably some other ones in there that I'm forgetting. So that's a little bit about my job and what I've done for the last several years in the Air Force. And one other cool thing about that job are the certifications that you can get that will help you out as a civilian in your time after the Air Force. So because I have such an extensive background with aircraft, I actually have the opportunity to get an airframe and power plant license. And that license, basically, it's like a lifetime certification that's going to allow you to work on various aircraft. So if you go out into the civilian sector with this airframe and power plant license, which everyone calls an A&P, and you're trying to get a job at a place like Lockheed Martin or Boeing or Northrop Grumman or something like that, you're gonna have a foot in the door real easily. And starting pay in Los Angeles County in this area is about $90,000 a year if you have that type of certification. So it's a very valuable asset and a nice, little icing on the cake for your Air Force service. So that's a little bit about me. Again, if you guys want to see more videos like this from other Air Force recruiters out in this area with different career fields, make sure to hit the subscribe button and click that bell notification so you can see them as soon as they come out. Thanks for watching.